Monkeys Gaming, where today we are going to be taking an overview look at Killing Floor 2 on PS4. This is our free game. It came out, I think, about a year ago. It's priced at $40, so let's take a look and see what it has to offer. Now, this is a zombie, well, we call them Zed, a zombie-style horde mode game, where it's just like wave after wave. You have a bunch of different classes, skills, weapons. So let's take a look here, and then we'll also go through and do like the tutorial and have that in here. Alright, so here's your main screen. We have the latest pack. They have rising crate key things, which kind of open crates that you find and all. So at the main screen you start out, you start at level 0. First character is a Berserker, but there's plenty that you can choose from right off the bat. You have online matchmaking, you have play solo offline, and then basic training. Next we're going to click over, and now we have of our classes. So we have the Berserker, we have Commando, Support, Field Medic, Demolitionist, Firebug, Gunslinger, Sharpshooter, Survivalist, and SWOT. Now, every 5 levels you get different skills that you can use up to level 25, so I'm guessing level 25 is the max. So since they really don't give you much information here on each of these classes, I'm just going to go down the list, and I've got a little bit about them that I got pulled up online. So the Berserker is the shield that keeps Zeds away from your squad by cutting them down like a rabid lawnmower. All Berserkers specialize in close combat weaponry, but their skill choices let them focus on either being a damage-resistant dreadnought who refuses to go down, or the fleet-footed skirmisher dishing out violence by the truckload. Berserkers can use their melee weapons to block incoming attacks, allowing them to keep Zeds at bay when things get hairy. Plus, Clots can't grab them, which is really, really good that you can't be grabbed, because that really sucks. The role of the Berserker are most efficient at point-blank range bashing. They are best suited to keep Zeds away from allies who need time or space to be more effective, kind of like the Sharpshooters and the Demolitionist. A good Berserker can prevent your team from being overwhelmed, so he kind of helps create more choke points by being like a living, walking choke point. Strength, through sheer toughness or practice agility, Berserkers can go toe-to-toe with almost every powerful Zed. They can take a beating, dish out respectable damage, and most of their weapons never run out of ammo. Berserkers are more efficient against weaker Zeds. They can hack down before the Zed can react. The Berserker's grenades can release an EMP pulse that can distort Zeds, allowing the Berserker time to strike and escape as needed. Some weaknesses. Berserker can easily get surrounded and overwhelmed if they don't pay attention to their environment, since they have to be close to Zeds to maximize their effectiveness. Surrounded Berserker will get ripped apart in short order. Parrying is a vital part of playing an effective Berserker. Without it, larger Zeds would be very difficult to deal with. Berserkers can be powerful if used correctly, but warning them will be a challenge. Now, I'm gonna link this site below in the description for this, because it gives all the information I'm reading here. So I'm gonna go through each character and give this to you all. So your top target priorities are Stalkers, Sirens, Scrate, and Fleshpound. Kinda in the medium, you want to look for the Alpha Clot, the Slashers, and the Gorefest. And the last guys you kinda want to deal with are Crawlers, Bloats, and Husk. Now next we are going to take a look at the Commando. The Commando is the eyes of your squad, providing vital information to your teammates while cutting down hordes of Zeds. Commandos have the unique ability to make Stalker Zeds visible to your teammates so they can be dealt with. Commandos also display health bars above injured Zeds, enabling your team to prioritize targets and to know when a particularly dangerous Zed is on the ropes. Both of the abilities have limited range, but it increases with each level of the Commando target's or with each level the commando gains. In addition to providing valuable information about your team, commandos are the masters of assault rifles, allowing them to deal with most weaker Zeds handily. Now, the role. The role of the commando is most efficient at medium range against weaker Zeds like clots and crawlers. Commandos should be placed themselves at the front of the firing line when simultaneously aiming at Zeds at range. They should be close enough to spot stalkers and reveal the health bars of their targets, but far enough away to stay out of reach. The arm strengths. Commandos carry large quantities of ammo and have rapidly firing weapons, allowing them to put out a lot of lead in the air and clean out weaker Zeds. The relatively large magazines on the assault rifle combines priority for damage per shot, which allows commandos to neutralize large quantities of Zeds both quickly and efficiently, with most to constant damage at range, and depending on the commando's player's discipline in any given situation. Maximize trash killing efficiency is a high priority for any skilled commando. So the weakness, aside from grenades, the commando has no effective weapon against larger Zeds like flesh balanced commandos must rely on their squad against such threats, instead clearing out weaker Zeds so their squad mates can focus on the larger ones. While the commando has a high damage per second against weaker, they are neither tough enough, fast enough, or lack any efficiency strategy to deal with the flesh balance, except for using multiple grenades. And now your target priority. Crawlers, stalkers, gorefest, bloat, siren, and husk are your top priority. Medium are alpha clots and slashers, and low are the scrake and the flesh pounds. Now next up, we're going to take a look at support. The support is the wall that keeps Zeds from charging through choke points and into the squishy center of the squad. Armed with a variety of shotguns, the support's penetration power allows them to deal with groups of Zeds quickly. Supports can weld doors and increase speed along with them to more easily block out additional approachers and create choke points they thrive on. Role. Supports are more effective at controlling choke points such as hallways and doors. The support ability to quickly seal doors via welding allows them to funnel Zeds into your squad's desired fields of fire. Strength. Support weapons have high penetration, allowing them to cut through lines of Zeds and deal significant damage to larger Zeds. The support top tier is the AA-12 assault rifle. It is able to quickly cut down even the largest Zeds. Supports are especially efficient against warfast and should always prioritize them as a target. Weakness. Supports suffer from long reload times, particularly with their lower tier weapons. Shotgun ammunition is expensive and limited, so supports must make every shot count. Between long reload and limited ammunition, blow is particularly troublesome for supports due to many shots it can take to put one down. Dealing with stalkers and crawlers can similarly consume excess ammunition. Unless the support gets a solid hit against these Zeds, support should rely on their squad mates. Now we got the target priority. Warfest, Siren, Scrape, Fleshbound are high. Alpha Clot, Slasher, Husk, medium, and low are Crawlers, Stalkers, and Bloats. Next up, we are going to take a look at the Field Medic. The Field Medic is the guardian angel that keeps your squad fighting long past when you should be on the ground bleeding. Field Medics have access to a diverse selection of weapons, all of which have an alternate fire mode for deploying healing darts to aid your comrades. Along with Field Medics should stay to the back to front lines to keeping your squad in fighting shape. The role of the Field Medic. The role are most efficient in rear ranks of the squad where they can see the battle as it unfolds and heal the squad mates in need of assistance. Field Medic grenades release a gas that both heals your squad mates and poisons Zeds, allowing Field Medics to quickly help out allies who are getting overwhelmed. When not healing, Field Medics are most efficient against low-level Zeds, though the specific type depends on the weapon selection. Strength. Field Medics can do more to keep their teams up and fighting than any other perk. Plus they are faster on their feet than most other. Their access allows a wide range of weapons, allowing them to mimic the strengths of other perks. Using a pistol allows the Field Medic to mimic a Gunslinger. Using a submachine allows the Field Medic to mimic a SWOT. Using a shotgun allows it to mimic a support. So it can kind of mimic anybody while dealing out some healing. The weaknesses are they're not really hard hitting at all, so they're not really effective against larger Zeds. Again, they'll be one of those that are good against the small ones. And The fact that they can use many weapons means many a times they'll probably find themselves with not the right weapon to be using depending what you have. So it'll take you some time to master and increase the survivability of your squad, but as long as you're playing in a group, you should be pretty good. Now target priority for when you're not healing: Alpha Clot, Slasher, Crawler, and Stalker are high. Gorefest is medium, and low is Bloat, Siren, Husk, Scrate, and Fleshpound. Alright, next up here we are looking at the Demolitionist. The Demolitionist is a raging storm that destroys masses of Zeds with each stick of dynamite, grenade, or rocket. Armed with a variety of explosive devices, Demolitionists wield an immense amount of destructive potential and can quickly turn around an entire battle with a few well-placed shots. Demolitionists can supply your squad with additional grenades while in the field and add explosive traps to any welded door, allowing them to unleash explosive hell when they are elsewhere. Roll. They are most efficient in staying in the back of the squad and blasting any groups to Zed to tiny bloody pieces. They can soar up wielded doors by adding traps to them and make them excellent partners for support. Strength. The Demolitionist is a master in taking on groups of Zeds quickly and dealing with Fleshpounds. Fleshpounds are vulnerable to explosive damage and should be the priority target of Demolitionists as soon as they appear. Weakness. Several Demolitionist weapons will not detonate if they hit a large target at close range, inflicting damage to the Zed but not exploding. Due to the minimum range on some weapons and the low rate of fire, and limited supply of ammo, they are very vulnerable in close quarters. The Demolition must rely on the rest of the squad to keep the Zeds at bay, as he can place his explosive for maximum efficiency. Also, Siren Screams will destroy explosives, so against Sirens, the Demolitionists must take their time shots when they're not screaming, or rely on a Firebug to keep her occupied. Scrate's resistance to explosive and should be avoided at any cost. Target priority are Husk and Fleshpounds. Medium, Alpha Clot, Slasher, Crawler, Gorefest. Low, Stalker, Bloat, Siren, and Scrate. So, next up we have the Firebug. The Firebug is a flame-spewing maniac that keeps Zed hordes from overrunning your squad. Armed with a variety of fire-producing weapons, the Firebug can put large groups of Zeds in a panic by keeping them burning till they are little more than cinders. As they hose down large numbers of Zeds with their gouts of problem-solving fire, Firebugs are more likely than other to lead and assist due to the majority of their weapons rely on damage over time. If the team gets into an overwhelming situation where you face a risk of defeat, an effective Firebug is more often than not the best chance of survival, as they are able to quickly distract and weaken large groups of Zeds. Firebugs are well equipped to excel in even the most chaotic, unpredictable situations, thanks in large part to the area of effect attacks that both persistent and continuous. Role of the Firebug is that they are the masters of controlling the horde, using panic reaction Zeds to keep fire and keep them occupied. While the Zeds panic, the rest of your squad can deal with them using the traditional bullet-based. Although the Firebug doesn't kill Zeds quickly, even the largest Zed can be kept ineffective by the Firebug's focused attention. Strength. Most of the weapons are rely on area of effect. You can hit large numbers of Zeds at once, and you also get bonus experience points for doing assists. So you're meaning like damage over time, assist type class, where you're not focusing on getting the kills, but you're focusing on just getting that dot on as many of them as possible. And letting your team mow them down, because you're going to be getting points for doing the dot, you're going to be getting the points for those ticks, and then you're going to get a point when you get that assist from somebody else killing. So that's like the strength of your character. Now the weakness is going to be that you have difficulty taking on low, because you're damage over time, you want to keep them on fire while somebody else is mowing them down. So it's kind of like a little bit lower damage output, and some of them have like really high fire resistance, so that's going to be a problem to you too, so it's definitely a group class. Now, target priority. Now because you have two different types of weapons too. You have flame weapons and microwave weapons. So your target priority for flame weapons: Alpha Clot, Slasher, Crawler, Stalker, Gorefest. That's high. Medium, Bloat, and Siren. Now low, that's going to be Husk, Scrate, and Flesh Pound. Now those are for your flame weapon. If you're using a microwave weapon, high priority, Gorefest, Bloat, Siren, Husk, Scrate, Flesh Pound. You have no medium priority. And then low, Alpha Clot, Slasher, Crawler, Stalker. Whew! Alright. Lots of information here. So next up, we're going to be looking at your Gunslinger. The Gunslinger is the bullet dispersing carnage machine that carves up Zeds face to face. Gunslingers are a master of dual wielding pistols, putting lots of damage down quickly while carrying enough ammunition to stay in the fight long term. They are highly mobile, short ranged, and they deal damage quickly before the Zeds can respond. Now, the role of the Gunslingers. Gunslingers occupy the middle ground before the Commando and the Sharpshooters, mixing the rate of fire on high ammo count of the Commando with the power and accuracy of the Sharpshooter. While Gunslingers lack in power, it makes up the speed, both in terms of foot speed and rate of fire. The Gunslinger is the most effective at close and medium range, making headshots while moving away from the advanced Zeds. The Gunslinger nails bomb stuns. Gunslingers nail bomb stun Zeds, allowing the Gunslinger to line up headshots. So you can use that stun with Firebug's fire, and then just have your commandos and everybody just mow them down, or your sharpshooters picking them off from the back. Your weakness, when dual wielding, you can have problems with accuracy and reload times. So you must manage your magazine carefully and not get caught in like a situation where you're backed into the corner, you gotta reload and you can't move out of there, because you highly rely on your squad mates as defense, because you don't want to be getting hit, you're just going to get picked off, it's not going to be fun. So your target priority: Siren, Husk, Scrate, Flesh Pounder high, Alpha Clot, Slasher, Crawler medium, Stalker, Gorefest, Bloat low. Next up here, we are taking a look at Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter is a sniper, he is best in the back, and he's awesome with headshots. He should be in far back. They trade the rate of fire and the mobility of other perks to increase damage and accuracy, especially at long range. The Sharpshooter is particularly adept at killing large Zeds, dishing out impressive damage with each headshot. So you just want to be in the back, focus aiming on headshots while everybody kind of has them ahead of them, herded up and choked for you. And like we just said, your role is you should be in the back with carefully placed headshots. You're going to be putting out huge amounts of damage. And you'll be getting those slowdowns because you're doing the headshots, you're getting the decapitations, everything's going to be slowing down, and it's just awesome use of your ammo right there. You also got the freeze grenade, which can help stop them in the tracks, so you can be throwing off a freeze grenade, popping a headshot while everybody else is controlling and mode. Now the weakness. The weakness is you suffer from that low rate of fire, so you need to be getting those headshots. You want to be well aware of your surroundings too, because you don't want to be backed into the corner and stuck and your team's not there to back you up, because like I said, you're going to be relying on those headshots. You're using sniper rifles, a low rate of fire, so just be aware of that. Now here, target priority is high, bloats, crates, flesh pounds, so you want to be hitting those big boys. Medium, Gorefest, and Husk, and then low are the Alpha Clot, the Slasher, the Crawler, the Stalker, the Siren. They move faster, you don't want to be hitting them. Everybody else can mow them down real simple. You want to worry about dishing out the beat on those big guys. Next up, we have our Survivalist. The Survivalist is the utility team member who can fill in for several roles depending on skills and weapons of choice of the different Survivalists. Well, a Survivalist is never going to be as effective as what they choose, but they can get close while at the same time bringing several other strengths to the table. They can use any nearly weapon, making them easy, so it depends on like their armaments and everything, you can wield them effectively. So the role is, it just varies on what perks and weapon selection you're using. You can kind of fill in for whatever the team is lacking. Its strengths, unmatched versatility, variety of weapon selections, and tenacity. Weaknesses is that you're a jack of all trades, but you're a master of none. you the variety of weapons, and you're limited by the weights. So depending on the weights of different weapons, what you want to use, what the team doesn't have, and you start out with a random weapon too. So that's another thing to note there is you never know what you're going to start out with. Target priority, you're just whatever's out. It's just going to really depend on what weapons you're using and what works good at what. And last but not least, we have the SWOT member. The SWOT is close range and uses a submachine gun. So he's another DPS character, rapid fired weapon, highest rate of fire of any of the classes, or what they're called perks in the game. But yeah, you're good for dealing with those small guys, and you can just mow down them and let your other guys, you know, just haul it all up for you and mow into that group. That's basically it there for what the SWAT guy is. But you know, he's a short-range fighter, front line. You should be focusing on the weaker guys. Just constantly keep the bullet going. Now the strength is best against weaker Zed. Just about in any position he's able to kill them rapidly, distracting them. You know, he can be like a minor distraction so everybody else can line up what they're doing. Yeah, that's pretty much it with him for his strengths, you know. Just kind of DPS, he's there, a distraction, kind of getting everything else lined up if he's there in your party. And the other thing is, his weaknesses, he's not effective against, you know, the big enemies that can take a lot of damage. And he also has limited ammo, so if he's firing into those bigger guys, your ammo's just going to go down quickly. It's not going to be a fun time. So with that being said, high priorities, Alpha Clot Slasher Crawler, medium, Stalker Gorefest Siren Scrake, and then low is Bloat Husk Flesh Pound. Also, the other thing I'd like to give you too, while we're just here on the screen, as you see, you got skills that unlock at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 being the max level right now. So I'm gonna tell you how much experience is required. So at level 1, to hit level 1 you need 795 experience. To hit level 2 you need 940. To hit 3 you need 1112. To hit level 4 you need 1315. To hit level 5 you need 1556. To hit level 6 you need 1841. To hit level 7 you need 2178. To hit level number 8 you need 2576. To reach level 9 you need 3047. To reach level 10 you need 3604. For level 11 4263. For level 12 5043. For level 13 5965. For level 14 7056. For 15 8347. For level 16 9874. For 17 11680. For 18 13,816. For 16, for level 19, you need 16,343. For level 20, 19,332. For level 21, 22,868. For level 22, you need 27,051. For 23, you need 31,999. For level 24, you need 37,852, and for level 25, you need 44,775 experience. So that's pretty much an overview of everybody there, all your different classes or perks as they call them, and then to kind of look at what their strengths and weaknesses are of each class. So next you can you have gear where you can pick your character of whoever you want to play as be. They got a couple here. I like this mask guy. He's pretty cool. He's got some weird dating ritual, I think. So, yeah, maybe give him like a thing of red. I'm just gonna match him out with like accessories. So we're gonna give him some headphones. That's what's up. There's my guy right there. Inventory. We've got weapon skins, cosmetic, emotes, items, and crafting. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, so I don't have any of this, so we'll be coming back to take a better look at all this. There is no content in the store yet, so we don't have to worry about that. And then just basic options. So what we're gonna come here is I'm gonna end with the basic training.
Welcome to the training program. Pay attention. It might help save your life.
So I want to check out the Firebug guy. So I'm gonna ready up and start with him and check this out.
Before you start, take a look at the basics of your equipment.
Alright.
It's like an abattoir here. Time for some worky work. This one's got the hot for me. Damn it, busting move! Let's crisp you up! Sizzle, you waker!
Lucky for you, this is just a training session, no? Listen up.
Toasty time! Sword off! Here they come, party time! I should get paid a bonus for this. Let's crisp you up! He shoots, he kills!
So, you have finished off a wave of them. You have money. See how you can use it.
Alright, so I got some money now. You know, this is a little just like a two-wave training thing, so we're just gonna take a look at this. In between waves right now, so let's come run over to the store. We got this nice little
Is it just me, or is it hard to see much? Who wants money?
Oh shit, I threw some money. So you can share money, that's nice to know. Alright, let's see what we got here at the trader then.
This is where you will find me during real missions. Always ready with new equipment, if you have earned enough. Before you start again, pay attention. This advice is actually free.
Well, isn't she just nice to us?
Oh, just glad it's not my blood. Get through this, you bastard.
So that's the welder right there.
Don't mind if I do.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. This is wave 2 now. We got 27 zombies. Or Zeds, I'm sorry. Don't want to offend anybody.
Like that?
Oh, yeah.
Now you are starting to look like you could be good at this. Bravo.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh, shit.
Look alive, then paying us a visit. Signal, you. It's not with us. Load, you bastard, load! Foxy's on a rampage! Ha! Here they come, faster! Make up against that door! Damn it, Foxy, move! Toasty time! Start off!
Oh, yeah.
Ha!
Merveilleux. You
There
have
you have
completed
it.
the training scenario. Now, make yourself useful.
Alright.
Let's say hi to the trader.
Alright guys, so there you have it. There was the little basic training, so you see a little bit of the gameplay. I played as the Firebug. We looked through all the different perks, which are your characters basically. As you see, they all level up to 25. This game looks awesome. Tonight we'll be back at it, so make sure you come check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/MurderMonkeysGaming. Again, this has been Dead Star Revolver. Thank you very much for coming, checking this out. If you like this video, hit a like, hit a subscribe to us, check back for more. We'll be playing this, we'll be uploading our videos, what we like, what we don't like. Maybe I'll go into more in depth about each of the characters as I get to play them some more. But again, just want to thank you for watching, thank you for taking your time with us. Drop us some comments, come over to the Twitch and play with us. I got the links everywhere for it. We hope to see you there. We thank you. This has been Murder Monkeys Gaming, and we will catch you later.